Papa, where were you when the post-credit scene of Jared Leto, Batman dropped? I was in the theater, son. It was the worst day of my life. I don't recall the night. I went out and got blackout drunk to ease the pain.
And then all copies of that movie have now been destroyed.
But let me tell you,
it's only a legend at this point.
But let me tell you, when that Batmobile pulled into that Batcave, I felt hope. I felt like we finally made it. And then I saw the suit, the blue cow, the gray, the yellow shield. I started to tear up. And he pulled back his cowl and it was Jared Leto.
Hey, welcome back to the Popcast. We are coming to you straight from the Secret Nerd underground bunker in Sandusky, Ohio. And we have another great show for you today. What are we going to do?
Trailer show.
The trailer show.
We're going to talk about trailers. For some of the biggest, best upcoming movies.
Hey, you know, it's officially spring. That means we're officially moving closer to summer, which is the summer movie season.
And yet, it all comes to an end in December.
What does?
With Dune.
The summer movie season comes to an end in December.
Oh, Dune, my glorious Dune. But we will get there.
Are we going to do this in chronological order or just random
Loose
order?
chronological order.
For real?
Sure.
Okay.
Sure, why not?
All right, so
this is a perfect little show to talk more news, right?
What news is that?
This is like trailer news, upcoming stuff. Obviously, we talk about comics here. Go ahead. You're familiar.
Yes, I'm familiar with this. We've had it on the show before.
That's issue 2, though.
Issue 2, Planet of the Apes versus Fantastic Four, the crossover you thought you'd never see.
And that is the movie homage variant.
Yeah, I like the
Beneath
style.
the Planet of the Apes. One of the greatest conceptual movies of all time.
Beneath the Planet of the Apes?
Yeah.
That's the second one with the missile?
Yeah, with the golden nuke and the telekinetic humans.
That's the worst one of the...
Brilliant.
That's the worst.
That's the best one.
It's definitely not the best one.
All right, it's the second best one.
Are you just being argumentative?
No, I'm being serious. You don't think that's a good idea?
It might be a good idea, but that's not a good movie.
No, it's pretty good. Dude,
that's horrible.
Okay.
It's all underground. There's barely any apes. It's like this weird cult.
Exactly.
It's Planet of the Apes, and they're underground and with no apes.
We know what happens to the smart humans.
That's like Jurassic Park, but we're going to go back to the United States and leave the dinosaurs on the island. It's like you're complaining about Godzilla all the time. We don't want to see the humans talking.
Yeah.
We don't want to see the drama.
This wasn't just humans talking. This was telekinetic humans covering their face because they're scarred with radiation poisoning.
But yet they are
worshipping
not apes.
a golden nuke.
But yet they are not apes.
In an effort to overthrow their ape rulers. Brilliant stuff. Yeah, it didn't quite land, but let me tell you, conceptually, absolutely out of the ballpark. They don't make them like that anymore.
No, they sure don't. They sure don't. I think that was a fumble. That was a drop by the Planet of the Apes people. But this looks like a hot issue. So run out and make sure you get it.
And then of course,
oh my goodness,
another Supergirl issue. I know what you're thinking. What happens when Supergirl month comes around? What issues will be showing then?
Yeah, because it seems like we're counting down.
Well, they are doing Supergirl, Summer of Supergirl. They're having a little special comic book all about Supergirl for the summer. And then
it's called Summer Supergirl?
Summer of Supergirl, yeah. Oh. And then they are doing movie variant covers across the DC titles. So we'll have plenty of Supergirl covers every week. We'll probably have 3 every week.
I can't wait. That's gonna be something else.
But here's the comic book news.
Okay.
And this might intrigue some of you. They are doing a graphic novel. You know what that is?
Yes.
Okay. They're doing a graphic novel of Ready Player One, the book. Stop. You're being negative. Okay.
No, I'm not being negative. I mean, we've seen the movie. We've had the book.
But have you ever read the book?
I read it before it was a movie. I read it before anybody knew it was going to be a movie. So do you know how
different that is, though?
Yeah, but yes.
It's crazy. If you pitched me Ready Player One, the movie, and then Ready Player One, the book, I'd be like, these are 2 different concepts. Yeah, there's a few connecting
points. No, they're not different concepts.
They are. They're very different. Yeah, the main concept of we're on an egg hunt, sure.
But in the book
is cracked.
It is, but I always felt like they could have done so much more. They could have went into so much more. You know what I mean? I almost feel like that was that author's first pass. He really could have went into each thing so much more.
Maybe, but I'm excited for this graphic novel because I feel like that will look cool.
Well,
retelling the story.
Be graphical.
So much graphics in there. But I think it'll be sweet to see it,
Yeah.
in a different medium. And again, speaking of different
because you don't
mediums,
have budget limitations, so they can show.
They can do whatever.
But in that movie, they did break out.
Yeah, they broke out everything.
Like that car chase, they had everybody in there.
Yeah. But I mean, like, the original challenge in the book is them playing that game, Joust. Which is obviously very different.
Have you ever played Joust?
No, I've never played Joust. I've lived through it through the Ready Player One book.
That's good. Joust was a good video game.
Speaking of using the graphic novel medium, John Carpenter, famous horror director.
Brian Runkle's favorite.
He's making a graphic novel. He's writing a graphic novel.
That dude's still alive.
He's still alive and he's writing a graphic novel. John Carpenter's The Cathedral.
What's that all about?
I don't know. It looks sweet. They just revealed the cover for it. It comes out in August. Oh, yeah. Looks like a Resident Evil. John Carpenter.
It's probably that church from Prince of Darkness.
It could. The Cathedral. It looks like it's in hell. No, but it looks like it's in hell. It's just heroin with a shotgun.
He did a documentary.
What is it? What are you talking about?
John Carpenter did a documentary. It was called They Live.
Oh, I've seen that. I'm familiar with this documentary.
But they just did come out with a documentary about The Thing. It's getting a lot of hype.
I haven't seen that.
What's that on? We should watch it.
Amazon, I think. Amazon Prime.
We have Amazon Prime.
Yeah. Maybe we'll give it a watch.
Yeah.
Thing is an all-timer. So I'm very excited for this John Carpenter graphic novel to come out. I love that. I think more movie directors maybe should try this out. Make it a graphic novel. Because now the budget is unlimited. The visuals, and he's a director, so maybe he's even kind of helping with how the panels are laid out.
I would think.
I
would think.
So I think it'll be awesome.
But any more of the storyboards are so...
To that degree of art.
Yes. Yeah. It used to be just sketch it out so we kind of know what we're doing. Now, because everything's billions of dollars, so they they basically map out the movie shot for shot. That's a graphic novel right there. Yeah. They ought to just release the storyboards.
Yeah.
That would be a huge merchandising thing.
But I think this would be...
Like you would buy the storyboards for Dune.
I bought the script for the Batman.
Yeah.
When that came out, they made like a hardcover book of it.
People would just buy straight buy the storyboards. You don't even have to do anything else to them.
Yeah. Yeah, put it in a hardcover graphic novel size.
Yeah.
Hey, sell this for
that's
$30.
a good... Yeah, I would buy those from certain movies.
Oh, for sure.
Because it's going to be different. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's going to be a little different, the artist's conception.
Yeah.
That's a merchandise. That's a banana. You already got the art.
Yeah.
And you technically aren't making money off of it. It's part of the movie budget and everything. But all you got to do is print those suckers and...
Yeah, put them out there.
Put them out there. You already got it. Another great idea.
$1 billion idea for you guys. Maybe your movie flops.
How have they not thought about that?
Yeah. Because you again, with the ability of the graphic novel, having no budget, I'm sure a lot of those are pretty crazy. What they originally wanted to do.
Yeah, and then they were like, okay, we got to scale this back.
Okay, that can't be in there.
That can't be in there. We can't do that.
Listen, we can't. Maybe even for something like the Batman or the Batman movies, maybe some people are trying to, when they're storyboarding, the T-Rex is there, the giant penny's there. And
yeah.
Yeah, we don't got the budget to put a T-Rex and a giant penny.
But but the artist probably did that. But then in the new one, the guy was probably like, okay, that doesn't fit in our universe.
Yeah, we're toning it down and everything.
It would be interesting to see the differences. Especially if you did the first pass. You could do that sometimes. This is the first conception, and then then here's what we ended up with.
Yeah, man,
they're missing the boat on that because you already got that made.
Yeah, you're not doing anything,
and you're not doing anything with it.
Just hire some intern, go make copies.
Yeah, go make copies here. Staple it in the top left. We're sending them out tomorrow. All right, so on the comic news, to our friends in Amherst. Do you know what's approaching? It's April. Yes, what comes up in May? Comic Palooza. To our friends in Amherst. 7 comic dealers.
Whoa.
What?
We're gatekeeping this. Stop talking about that.
What do you mean we're gatekeeping it?
We don't want a bunch of people going to where our comics.
to our friends in Toledo, Ohio for Comic Palooza. Nah, we want to shout out to those guys.
We'll give them a shout out. Show up the day after us. Though.
Yes, it's on May 25th. It's a Monday. It's weird that they do it that way. No, those guys got a crap ton of comics. They got enough comics for everybody.
Yeah. And that was like a little joke. Obviously, we don't want to gatekeep these guys.
No, do a heck of a job out there. So that's coming up, Comic Palooza. Shout out to you guys. Keep up the good work.
Absolutely.
All right, so you want to get into these trailers or what?
Let's get into these trailers.
What's coming up first?
Mortal Kombat 2.
Mortal Kombat 2.
I know this is a traumatic...
Let's. I
know this is going to be traumatic for you talking about Mortal Kombat.
Oh, jeez, don't start with that.
Because
Before we get into that,
I beat you so bad, and I know you probably watched a trailer, you were like, Johnny Cage, and you started shaking. You started getting the trembles, because you're like, Johnny Cage. Johnny Cage. How many times did my nuts get crushed by Johnny Cage?
Oh my gosh.
And classic Johnny Cage nut punch
the only
fashion.
thing that happened is you use a cheap teleport behind somebody.
Whoa! That's not true. But
That is
Jack
the only way- it's the only way you can beat him.
Jack Rucker, noob, Cybot, up, down. Okay, this is all that kid would do. Actually, the most infuriating person to play a Mortal Kombat in. Raged. I have raged off multiple times playing Jack Rucker. Literally turned off my Xbox. Haven't talked to him in a while after playing one of those with him. But me, I'm a man of pure skill.
Oh
Okay?
my god.
I don't use corny moves. I brutally beat my opponent into submission.
The only way you can beat me is with corny.
Flawless victory.
He teleports. It's the only possible way.
Johnny Cage doesn't even have a teleport.
Anytime I said, all right, we just got to make this a man fight, you just...
Johnny Cage
no
doesn't even
crap,
have a teleport.
and you just have to fight somebody face to face, you lose every time.
None of this is true.
Dude,
I played Johnny Cage.
I don't even remember that game anymore. Because it's so long
Good
ago.
for you.
It's
You
such
went
a
to
beat
therapy.
down. It's
You
such
went
a
to
beat down.
therapy to get over it.
Just, people, listen to me.
People, listen to me. Johnny Cage doesn't have a teleport.
What generation are you from?
I don't know, but Johnny Cage doesn't even have a teleport. That's when you know this man's mind is scrambled. Talking about teleportation.
This guy.
Let
me just tell you.
He went to multiple therapists.
As you all know, as everybody in my generation knows, we learned on actual video games, starting with the Atari, then we moved on to ColecoVision, then we moved on to Nintendo, then Super Nintendo, then Sega, then PlayStation, whatever came next, we mastered all of them. These fruity kids today
No, you gotta cut that.
come up with one Xbox and think they know how to play video games.
I do know how to play video games.
And thinks they can...
I know how to deliver butt whoopings.
I just got... All right, let's just stay focused on the trailers. I was about to say, first of all, I don't want people to think we're hating on anything. We want to see all these movies.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
We want to see all these movies. So it's not that we don't like the trailer or that we're not going to see the movie. It's how much do we like the movie and how much do we want to see it. Because we're going to see it. And we like the movie.
You didn't like the trailer for Mortal Kombat 2?
I'm just saying I don't want people to misinterpret us if we go, the trailer, and because when we...
Okay, yeah.
Except
When we get to, like, Spider-Man, we'll probably...
Yeah, because people were, like, saying that why we hating on Spider-Man. It's not that.
Dude, we love Spider-Man.
I love this Spider-Man.
We're comic enthusiasts.
Yeah, I love that Spider-Man. I like Tom Holland Spider-Man more than any of them. So it's not that we don't like it, it's how much do we like it.
Yeah, and also, let's just get the elephant out of the room. Dune trailer. You know, you're not topping that. When you get a taste of that, you're just like, everything seems
because we were
so
watching them at
lifeless.
the same time.
Yeah, they came out at the same day. I don't know who
So
thought-
that did... Yeah, and the whole process of putting out that Spider-Man
trailer we weren't fans of. I've seen people go, this is great.
Who wants to watch
it
it
yourself?
Okay,
A second
yeah,
at a time, 2 seconds at a time. What are we talking about?
That's like the 2000s when the Star Wars trailer came out and you had to wait 24 hours to download it. Nobody wants to wait 24 hours.
Just put it out or don't put it out.
Yeah.
But okay, I get what you're saying now. Because the Mortal Kombat 2 trailer, I did enjoy. You know, I think it's exactly what any Mortal Kombat fan would want to see.
Yes.
The characters are in there, and they're beating the snot out of each other. I can't ask for more.
Yeah. The only thing I would say about that is it seems to be getting a little repetitive. It's always the same scenario.
Yeah. It's
I know.
tournament of fighting.
I know. I
think
don't
the
know what else
difference
you're
is
going to
be the characters in their movesets. You know what I'm saying? I think that's what will keep it entertaining and fresh is that.
But do you think they could take Mortal Kombat, like if we have a Mortal Kombat 3, could they go in a different direction where they take off from, we just had this tournament to save the Earth and everybody had from different...
Oh yeah, for sure.
You know.
The Mortal Kombat lore is insane.
Yeah, they don't seem to get past that first step though.
Well, the first one of this movie series wasn't even the tournament. It was like a breach in the code or something.
Yeah.
And then this is the official tournament.
Oh, okay.
So, and you didn't even get all the characters. I think the big thing about this one is, listen, we love The Dark Knight, okay? But that did a bad thing for movies where now everybody wanted to make their things hyper-realistic and all dark and gritty.
Yeah.
And I think that is just now beginning to wear off when people start to realize we can just... we can put Superman in a light blue suit with a bright red cape and the yellow S on his chest, and people are going to love it. We don't have to dull that character down and muck up his backstory and everything to make it dark and gritty. It's the Dark Knight effect. It worked because it was Christopher Nolan.
Yeah. And everybody trying to copy. So then what you had was people trying to copy him.
And make all their stuff dark and gritty. That. And I think Mortal Kombat 1 is at the end of that era, but they were trying to make it real, so they didn't know how to do Johnny Cage, and they didn't want to give Liu Kang his fire dragon powers, and they didn't want to give Jax the big, bulky metal arms. But now, since we're past that era, and you watch this trailer, everybody's got their powers. Noob Saibot shows up, splits in two.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Scorpion, I think he's in the full gold Scorpion gear, throwing chains at people. Even though that Scorpion fight in the first one, Scorpion versus Sub-Zero in the first one was sweet. I'm just saying I think what's going to be fresh about this one is all the characters are fully empowered with their powers from the video game. And
because they don't have to be
hyper realistic. He's using his chi or whatever. No.
I agree with that.
The girl just has green powers for some reason.
Yeah,
Jade's in this one.
Yeah.
So yeah. I think that would be fun.
On a scale of 1 to 3, 3 is this looks sweet, I can't wait to see it, and 1 is, yeah, I'm going to go see that, it looks good.
Why 1 to 3?
Because I don't want to get into too many options.
I want to give Mortal Kombat a 3. This could be because it's going to be like the first movie in a while. May 8th, I think, or something.
I'll give it a 2. I'm excited to see it.
I think it'll just be fun to just watch people,
eat
them. I'm not expecting
because they're probably
going
to have some sweet, cool fatalities.
Oh, yeah. And Johnny Cage, I love Johnny Cage, as mentioned. And I do like Carl Urban.
Yeah.
The guy playing him.
It's a pretty good match.
Yeah. I think it'll be enjoyable. I think it'll be sweet to watch.
Yeah.
All right.
Number 2.
He-Man. Masters of the Universe.
He-Man. See, I'm going to say the same thing about that. They aren't afraid to delve into the cartoon a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, you got the green tiger. You got...
Skeletor looks sweet.
They're all in their costumes that aren't too... We got to make them look...
real and dole out the colors and everything.
Yeah, they're pretty... I mean, Man-at-Arms looks cool. They had Lockjaw in there, or the guy that transforms his hand.
See, I don't know any of these guys. I never watched this cartoon.
Yeah, He-Man was kind of coming out when I was like too old, just getting too old for that. So I wasn't a big He-Man fan. Plus, it was like He-Man. Come on, He-Man. We can't do better than that.
Yeah, I will say the thing that turns me off about this trailer is they're doing and I don't know if this is in the cartoon. You know what I'm saying? So this could be from the source material. I don't like that it's like he's in Earth going to He-Man universe.
Yeah.
Because the He-Man universe looks awesome. All right, I don't want to watch some kid pedaling around looking for a magic sword, and then only halfway through the movie he gets the sword, and then he still has to kind of for the next 20 minutes figure out how to get into the universe, and only the last stretch of the movie is in the
I feel like it's going to be
universe.
More than that. But I think what they did, it seems to me, it's almost like a Superman story where the father got killed and at the last second he threw his kid to Earth and now they had to come to hunt for him or whatever because Skeletor took over. I will say this, hopefully, because Jared Leto's in this movie. He's Skeletor.
Listen, let's just address the situation. Jared Leto...
He
better be on his hands and knees before his agent. For this guy to keep getting him work. he's like a terrible person off screen, right? He's a complete freak. I'm surprised he's not in prison.
He's a complete curse to any production, it seems.
Yeah, not so. I just can't even.
How does he keep getting work?
You know what I'm like? How?
Because it's not like anything I've ever seen him do. I go, wow, he's a great actor. He's just a guy.
Yeah, I mean,
and everything he's in bombs. So
and then everybody all on the set off screen is like, yeah, he's a freak. He's weird. He creeps us out.
You're right. So if you're an up and coming star, you want his agent. You could suck.
Unbelievable.
You could be an ugly person with a face for radio,
who has no acting talent whatsoever, not even a sprinkle,
and you could get jobs,
and you could act like a complete weirdo on set as well, and maintain. And he's like getting roles that is like...
Yeah, they're good roles.
Like Skeletor. That's pretty cool. Tron, the main guy of Tron.
Yeah. What the heck?
He's in Blade Runner. He's in Joker. Yeah, he's a bad Joker, but he still got to play the Joker at one point,
He was a terrible Joker.
Imagine if that would have worked out, though. It's like, oh, you're the Joker now.
You screwed up, Joker. Think about that.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I shouldn't say that. The last two Jokers have screwed up the Joker. That stupid Joaquin Phoenix Joker.
Yeah, what are we doing?
I don't know what that is. That's
gosh,
Rocky V-ish.
Lord, just let the Joker be done.
Yeah,
Batman has so many villains.
Yeah,
I get if it's Superman and you have to use Lex Luthor and General Zod and Brainiac. Those are only 3 villains you have.
Yeah, you're not going to go into Bizarro Superman. What was I going to say about this? Oh, Skeletor looks sweet.
Oh yeah, I do like that.
He looks.
I think
sweet.
some of the designs of the characters are pretty awesome.
Yeah,
I like that it's the fantasy mix with the sci-fi, so it's a futuristic, but Tiger's wearing armor.
Yeah,
that's sweet.
I mean, what are we talking?
Yeah.
I'm going to give this a 2 though, because like I say, He-Man was not part of my childhood so much, but it does look cool.
Yeah, I agree. It looks cool. I'll give it a 1 though. I'm not. There's nothing where I'm like drawn to it. I think again, it really has, much like Tron. I think it really does have its audience that is going to go out there and support this. And I love that for you guys. You know what I'm saying? I love that you have this He-Man movie because it does. I mean, it doesn't look like it's on a bad budget.
No.
I can't imagine it'll be worse than the Dolph Lundgren classic He-Man. So
yeah.
I hope it does work.
That's all you had.
I do enjoy it.
That's all you had for if you were a He-Man fan. That's all you had for a while.
You've been living on
See,
scraps.
that was another one though that they made it on Earth because of budget reasons. Then.
So he's never on Earth in the cartoon, or is he? Or you don't know?
Think so.
I think they remade like a He-Man.
They made a remade cartoon recently.
Yeah.
Then they had all them figures, which I have some down at Soda Pops if you'd like to.
And some of the original
collection.
ones.
Oh yeah, I got some originals too.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Have at it, He-Man friends. What do you call them? He-Man warriors? He-Manites?
He-Manites. He-Manites. That's one thing. People were knocking the trailer on his name tag or something. It had his adjectives. What do you call that?
He-him. Pronouns?
Pronouns. Had his pronouns. And people were knocking that, saying, this movie's what? I think it's funny because the name of the show is literally He-Man. So it's kind of funny that's
guys, relax.
Yeah, relax. Chill out.
It's just funny. And that's, whether you like it or not, that's modern day for you.
Yeah, whether you like it or not.
Just relax.
Yeah.
You get your He-Man movie.
That one's a joke for both sides. That's funny for anybody.
Yeah.
The name of the show is He-Man. Obviously, his pronouns are he, him.
Yeah, just really. You're getting a He-Man movie. What are you complaining right now? Are you serious?
Yeah. So, yeah. All right. What do we got next?
Mandalorian and Grogu.
Who?
Mandalorian and Grogu.
Okay, this is the only one when I said,
This one isn't going to be for us.
It's not.
And I was a fan of The Mandalorian. But I feel like it's just such a letdown such a waste of potential. And I feel like everybody's in agreement. And this looks rough. This looks like they kind of had an idea for what Mandalorian Season 4 would have been. But they didn't have the budget, and they didn't really have all the episodes together, so they're just like, we have an hour and a half of footage. Maybe 2 hours. Let's put it together. On a TV budget.
Yeah, Star Wars is like the Joker. You just gotta let it go for 10 years. You just gotta let it go for 10 years. Let it rest.
Yeah, let it die.
And You know, you got Grogu in there that was kind of hot, kind of caught fire for a minute.
Well, because the first season of that show was good.
But also, he was a cute little creature.
Yeah, Baby Yoda.
Yeah, Baby Yoda. But I think you're right. The first season of the show was pretty good. But they glommed onto the wrong thing, I think.
Yeah.
Which was Baby Yoda.
Yeah.
And now it is a cartoon.
Yeah.
Baby Yoda pushes the buttons on the spaceship. Hey, don't do that. Baby Yoda's eating a little piece of candy. Save it for after dinner. You know
this is a cold-hearted bounty hunter, dude. And that was what was cool in the underworld of Star Wars.
And you do part of the probably what made that good. I didn't watch it. Full disclosure. Was probably that dynamic of he cares for the Baby Yoda, so it's taking the rough edge off the guy, but that can only happen for so long. The edge came off, and now he's the father. I don't know what I'm saying. I think they're trying to hang on to it too long, but I think they glommed onto the wrong thing, which is the Baby Yoda. And people will argue, oh, George, and I think he just made this as an excuse to make his toys. Because the first two movies, Star Wars and Empire, those are not made for kids.
No,
those are not, there's not stupid comedy, there's not stupid Ewoks, there's not Jar Jar Binks in those. Those are played straight. Like Ronco pointed out.
Now, they can be enjoyed by kids, but I think what you're saying, it's not to the degree, I don't want to keep bringing up Dune here, but it's not to the degree of sci-fi that Dune is where you sit down and you watch it, you're not grasping everything as a child, but it also isn't. It's a cartoon.
It's a kid's movie in the way that the Saturday morning serials were for kids, but it was adventure that was played straight, and Star Wars and Empire is played straight. That's drama inside a kid's world.
Yeah.
Then all of a sudden, Jedi, you got Ewoks, which they're just stumbling around and they're there to be funny, and then you get to the prequels and Jar Jar Binks, he's there to be funny, and little Anakin's there to be kid, and George Lucas says, well, these always were kids' movies. I don't agree with that. And I think that's what they're doing here. Well, this is made for kids, because if you look at the trailer, it looks like it's just a video game kids' movie.
Yeah, and that's
might as well be Sonic the Hedgehog or something.
Yeah, and there's Star Wars are not made for kids, dude.
No.
Any movie where there's a guy walking down and he's just choking people to death. That's not.
That's what I mean. The first two movies were not.
And there was some political, intrigue in there of we overthrew this, dude. No one's going to get in our way and stop us. That's why we're the Empire now.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no.
Those were not made for kids. No. Empire, not a kids movie.
No. Oh, Empire.
It can be viewed by kids, but it's not made as a kids movie.
And a kid can understand it.
For sure.
To the degree that it is good
action,
versus
adventure,
evil.
Sci-fi, fantasy. Yeah. I love all, you see all that stuff, you're wowed by it. But you know what I'm saying. It's
I
not
know
a
exactly
cartoon.
What you're saying.
And this new one seems like a cartoon because they play into, it's a kid's movie. And I think George Lucas just uses that as an excuse, starting with Jedi. These were made for kids. And people use that. You just think it was good because you were a kid and these movies are made for kids. But Star Wars and Empire tonally are different from a lot that came after it.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that's definitely a sidetrack. So this one for me, I at the beginning I said it's how much do we like it? How much do we want to see it?
This is a 1. Maybe a 0.
This is a 0. I'm going to slide this in under the 0. I don't care if I see this.
Yeah, same. It's not.
I actually don't want to see it because some time ago, and I don't know why he also lies about this one.
I don't lie about
I said I'm going to boycott this. I'm not going to it. After Princess Leia went out the side of the ship,
if I had
floated
a
back
machine
in
with one use,
oh my god! And you're like, oh dude, you got to see it. You got to go to it. We're going to it. So he talked me into going to it,
guys. If I had a time machine with one use, my one only use, I would take us back to this moment in his office where he called me up.
No,
I was trying to sit there in class and learn, and he goes, yeah, standing up to my office.
First of all, you just heard straight lies coming out of his mouth, sitting in the classroom trying to learn. So anything that comes after that is obviously a lie.
I am doing my best to be a young student of St. Mary's.
This is what this is what you're dealing with, fans.
Yeah, did I get the reputation of being the St. Mary's bad boy?
This is just a fountain of lies coming out of his mouth.
Yeah, I did. But to tell you how studious I was the only person. I was like one of the only 3 people in my grade to get the white cord. No detentions. Okay, not even the valedictorian had that cord. We didn't even know what it was because it was. I was the only one wearing it. And we were like, "What is this?" But the point at the end of the story here is, he's like, "Come look at this trailer." Ray jumps over the TIE fighter, slices the wing off, and he was like, "You know, it looks kind of sweet."
Ray
Skywalker, or
is not in the
sequel.
You don't even know what you're talking about.
Ray is the main character of the sequels. Is she not?
Oh yeah, I guess so.
Like I said, lots of therapy. That's concussive.
I think you're mushing stuff together.
That's concussive damage from me beating him in Mortal Kombat. I beat him so bad in the video game, he took real life concussive damage.
Oh.
Anyways.
Everything you just heard was a lie. Not one word of truth having escaped this man's lips in the last 5 minutes.
Everything I just said was true. Next movie. We're not seeing Mandalorian and Grogu. We're haters.
We are haters. I am a hater on that. I am.
The next one is Spider-Man. Brand new day.
Brand new day. Looks good.
Yeah, I mean, it looks fun. You know?
Yeah, it looks fun.
It came off that
good
we were hating it, obviously, but...
Again,
I don't think we were hating it. It looks...
No,
it looks
how much do we like it?
Yeah.
We're going to see Spider-Man. No two ways about that. Tom Holland, great Spider-Man. It's got the Punisher in it. That looks cool.
Oh, yeah. This is a sidetrack here. They're releasing a Punisher one-shot movie on Disney Plus.
Oh, yeah.
With that guy, Punisher One Last Kill. Because he's big in the... They didn't release a trailer or anything. They might release like a first look, a couple seconds here.
Is it tied into the movie somehow?
I think it's just tied in the universe because the Punisher's in the Daredevil seasons, right? And his new ones that are coming out, he's a big player in those. And so I think it'll be hit.
So do you think
one-shot
Daredevil will turn up in the Spider-Man movie?
I think it's highly likely. You know,
because there's a shot where there's
a
bunch of so maybe because Daredevil's. But do they play up that in the TV series at all? You know, his ninja. No, the ninjas with Daredevil.
No, the main thing with the Daredevil series right now is Kingpin, and Kingpin's the mayor of New York, and he's cracking down on vigilantes.
They're always cracking down on vigilantes.
So yeah, like Daredevil's in big trouble, Punisher. And then they just brought back Jessica Jones from the Netflix. So
you think anybody could get away with
vigilanteism?
Like Daredevil style, or not being blind, but just...
That'd be tough.
Or Punisher style.
No.
How long you think... I don't think you could. Cameras and...
Like, especially Punisher style, just a madman going out there with a bunch of guns shooting people.
Probably 10 years ago, maybe you could.
Yeah.
You'd have to have money.
For sure.
And some kind of...
And you have to have a mask.
How do you find crime, though?
You go out looking for it.
You gotta go look for it. But like, would you just walk around the streets waiting for somebody to get mugged?
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. You really can't.
You just gotta be in the right place. Yeah, you gotta be in the right place at the right time.
Even if you listen to like the police scanner, they're responding to a crime that has happened.
Yeah.
So maybe you beat them to the scene, but it's too late.
It's already happened.
Yeah. Yeah, so Spider-Man, I mean, it looks good. My biggest concern with this is falling into the Spider-Man curse. Spider-Man 3, Amazing Spider-Man 2, now Spider-Man Brand New Day of, are they just doing too much here? You got the Hulk, you got Punisher, you have possible Man-Spider happening, which I think would be sweet. But then you have the foot or the hand, whoever the ninjas are. That's what they're called.
Yeah,
or the foot is Ninja Turtles, I think.
I think so.
Yeah, but you have like the ninjas in there. You have the possibility of Daredevil. Sadie Sink's character.
Who's she?
The rumor right now is she's Phoenix.
She's not going to be in Spider-Man, though.
No, she is in Spider-Man. Sadie Sink is confirmed in Spider-Man. Her character, we don't know who it is yet.
Phoenix from the X-Men?
Phoenix from the X-Men.
So you're saying they might be trying to tie too much junk
too much into one.
Because they got to get to Doomsday.
And yeah, it also is supposed to lead into Doomsday.
Which means they might try and just pile everybody in there. That might be too much.
I mean, I think it already is too much. Again, you have Sadie Sink's, you have the Man Spider, which will be a problem. You have his relationship with Ned and MJ. You have Punisher, Hulk. You have the ninjas, like I said. Scorpion. Tarantula, he could just be a cameo villain. Yeah. So we won't count him. But Sadie Sink, whoever she is, she's still... You don't just hire Sadie Sink to be no one.
To be a cameo.
Yeah. And the leading theory is that she is Phoenix. You see some fire powers go off and telekinesis happening. And now it just becomes... And then the guy from Severance, and who was in Mission Impossible, the sub guy.
Oh, yeah?
He's in there as well, and they're saying he's an X-Men villain who goes around hunting mutants. And with Spider-Man mutating...
He could become...
He could be... They're saying, well, he has a
maybe he's
mutant
Kraven.
gene.
Maybe they're going to do Kraven the right way.
Who knows? And then there's also rumors of Jackal, the guy who did the Clone Saga, because he's studying Peter Parker with Bruce Banner.
That's a lot. It's a lot. That might just be throwing him in there, and you got him for the future.
Yeah.
They don't have to resolve that whole plot line.
Yeah, absolutely. It could be...
Yeah, we're
teaming up with Bruce Banner studying Spider-Man's mutation. And it's just like a fun little reference.
Yeah.
So who knows? But yeah, Sadie Sink's in there. I don't know, man. It seems like
it's a
lot.
2 or 3. Yeah, it's a 2 or 3 though.
Oh, for sure. I mean, Spider-Man.
It's Spider-Man. We'll be there.
I will say, if they're soft rebooting the Marvel Universe, which is kind of the conversation, why not? Why not do Man Spider and have him be Man Spider in Doomsday and Secret Wars? Never go back. Which would be sweet. But I think if they do reboot it, I think you go with a much older Spider-Man next time. I'm talking like 34 years old. Much like Ultimate Spider-Man Run by Jonathan Hickman, where he has the family and everything. And that way you don't have to worry about the guy aging.
Yeah.
And it's a fresh perspective. If you're really going to do Spider-Man a 4th time. That's not in this episode.
No, I think we're far away from that.
Yeah.
I think Tom Holland's locked in for Spider-Man for a little while.
They
give him little growth blockers and stuff.
You're not giving him no growth. He does look pretty jacked up, though. I don't think he's on no growth blockers.
You know how they give the other guys steroids and everything to make them bulk up.
Yeah.
They're giving Tom Holland little growth blockers.
Come on, you have to stay like at least 23 for a little bit longer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who knows? But yeah, I'll give it a 3. I mean, it's Spider-Man.
We're gonna be there opening night.
Yeah, it'll be fun. At the very least.
Yeah.
Unless it just gets to be too much. But if Sadie Sink's in there, you know what? My heart's in there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now I'm torn. Sadie Sink, and of course, next up, Millie Alcock, Supergirl. I don't think I've ever, watching this new Supergirl trailer. Easy 3 for me, by the way. And how could it not be?
I agree. I like this trailer better than the Spider-Man trailer. Even though Spider-Man has all that stuff in there, it's just, for me, it's Marvel. And we've obviously been watching Marvel for 20 years. We've seen Marvel. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's a formula there.
Yeah.
This, it might be hitting the same beats and everything, but it looks different.
Yeah, and especially compared to what it is with the series of Superman. If you have Superman, then you have Supergirl. Very different.
This is very different.
Yeah.
They're opposites.
That's what I'm saying. They're very different and feels within the same universe already. Yes. And character-wise. Superman obviously
is played as the good old-fashioned Superman.
Supergirl looks a little messy. Looks a little rough around the edge, but I could fix her. You know what I'm saying? Or you know what? I'd break for her. I don't care.
This guy.
I love Supergirl.
This girl.
I love her outfit.
You love Supergirl or you love, what's her name?
Millie Alcock. Either one. You know what I mean?
Got a middle name. Seems like she should have a middle name. Millie Mae Alcock.
No, you're thinking of Millie Bobby Brown.
I feel like Millie
Bobby Brown Bon Jovi. Okay.
Anyway, yeah, she's a direct opposite of the Superman in that universe, which, again, in the past, we haven't seen that. They're kind of two sides of the same coin, or two,
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, they're both Superman, just one happens to be a girl.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
this seems pretty different, and Superman seems like he's trying to help her. She's obviously whatever. I think it looks good. She looks like a very flawed character, and that's what makes it appealing, too. Yeah. Aside from her sex appeal.
Her in that costume, yeah. And I love the colors of the costume, too. I feel like they're even more vibrant than the Superman ones. And I read The Woman of Tomorrow graphic novel that this is influenced by.
Is Lobo in there?
No, not at all.
See, I like Lobo. The motorcycle is like straight out of the comics or whatever he rides around on. And I was never a fan of it in the comics. And to me, it looks corny in the movie, but not, not turning me off or whatever.
Yeah.
I just didn't like that particular prop.
Yeah.
But it looks very comic accurate.
I will say this, the one thing about this one, Supergirl, especially compared to the comic that it's taken influence from, it seems a little dull in terms of like environmental colors. Because the comic, you look at the artwork and the worlds and all their surroundings are always so like colorful and whimsical. And this just feels kind of
It seems like it's in a
Guardians Galaxy sort of feel of we're kind of in the slums of each and every world because they're traveling world to world following this guy.
Yes, that's what it looks like. They're in the slums. They're in the
And I just wish they would have allowed for a little more distinguishment of each planet. The sky could be different colors or whatever, but we'll see. Obviously, I'm still excited for it.
Yeah. I like it because I think, sacrilegious to say, but I think the DC world seems a little more interesting now.
It's a lot more filled out right away.
Which is what their mistake was, trying to do 20 movies and trying to pack 20 movies into 4 movies, whereas now they're just like, you know what, let's just act like we did have those movies. Because everybody knows comic book lore anyway.
Yeah.
For the most part. And if you don't know, you just pick up on it pretty quick.
Yeah, it's not
rocket science, it's not Shakespeare.
It's not Game of Thrones of here's all these houses and they're lords and they're making callbacks to stuff.
That's what I liked about Superman. These guys are there. We don't need their origin. We don't need to get their backstory. You can infer some of it from the dialogue and from how they're acting with each other. But obviously they knew each other. You know what I mean? And we didn't have to watch 5 movies to get to that point.
Yeah.
And those 5 movies might have been entertaining if we didn't have this world we have where Marvel did 20 movies, the best anybody's ever going to do that. And nobody
why
can
even
match.
try to compete?
So that's what I'm saying. Why try to do that? You're never gonna, because we're never gonna be that patient again.
No.
Nobody's ever gonna wait for 20 movies to get to the end.
Oh, Nick Fury was in there at the end of Iron Man.
Because it's not a thing anymore. It's not.
Yeah, people would be like Nick Fury, and that's really what we waited around for, was Nick Fury.
You had this big absence of any comic book character, any comic book movie, so when you saw Nick Fury, it was like, oh, cool, that's cool.
Yeah.
Oh, he picked up
He said the Avengers.
He
said the word Avengers.
Literally, but you know what I mean? That's what, they're going to do Avengers. Yeah. You're never going to have that again because this is not the world we live in. So I love that they're just, here's our guys, they're fully formed. You don't have to sit through their backstory.
Yeah, and even this, it seems like it will dive into Supergirl's backstory, but I feel like that's important to note as to why she is this messy character compared to Superman. Because she was there, and she was 16 years old, so she knew Krypton. She knew the people on Krypton, and she watched it get destroyed.
Superman then? Superman's
a little baby. Well, she gets stuck in the Phantom Zone or space-time travel, so when like the rocket malfunctions, so she
is technically older than Superman.
Yeah. But because
by
she got
15 years.
Yeah.
But she got stuck in the Phantom Zone.
Or whatever.
Where did we see that recently?
The Phantom Zone?
Yeah, when the guy was acting like he was in the...
Oh, Project Hail Mary, where he was holding the glass up like he was General Zod.
Yeah, that was funny.
Yeah.
We forgot to mention that in the trailer, because I did get a chuckle out of that.
So yeah, I think it's important to note that Supergirl is messy because she watched the planet
that would be
die.
That'd be
and even
rough
then,
on you.
Her father was able to save like the bottled city of Condor, or what is it called? The bottled city of
that
Condor. Whatever it is that Brainiac has.
That was always kind of weird.
He was able to kind of save a slither of Krypton like that and keep it going, but people were slowly dying in there because they heard it was poison and whatnot. So she went through a lot of trauma. In the destruction of Krypton, and that's why she is what she is. So it'll be important in the movie to.
The only thing I don't like about what looks like the plot of this movie is the dog is gets beat up or kicked around or something. So it's like
gets
John
killed.
Wick.
It almost
I'm
gets
gonna kill
killed.
my dog. I'm gonna come after you.
You have to give Supergirl a reason to do something. And it's the same. It's the exact same in the comics because that girl like comes up to her and is like, "Can you help me?" And Supergirl's like, "No, leave me alone. I'm not helping you." But once Crypto gets hurt by the guy, then she's like, "I'm gonna go get him."
Does the dog die?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, then it's okay. It's all good.
But he might die in this movie. They might be like, "All right, we're done with the."
Yeah, it's too much. It's too much to animate that little dog all the time.
Yeah. So who knows?
So yeah, it's probably a 3.
Yeah, 3.
I have anticipation for this movie. Looks
So
good.
do I. The end of Oak Street.
The end of Oak Street.
This is a little gem. We don't know much about it.
It's a little gem.
Dinosaurs.
What's the name of the guy in there?
Ewan McGregor.
Oh, that's Ewan McGregor?
Yeah.
Oh, I liked him.
Yeah, Ewan McGregor and
Oh, I was thinking of somebody else. Yeah, that's a good cast.
Yeah.
Now look, how old do you reckon them kids are?
Probably like 13. I
Yeah.
don't know.
Let's go back to our critique of Stranger Things. Where we were talking about they hired these kids. Look, those look like some legit little kids. And they must be decent actors because they're with Ewan McGregor and that chick.
And
You know what I mean? When we were saying they got these kids and they got 17-year-old kids and they're trying to make them look 12 and it was off-putting.
yeah. Or
And we talked about...
They had a 12-year-old kid that was dressed like a 18-year-old.
Yeah, whatever they were doing. And we said they used to have good child actors. So
They found 2.
They found 2 right there.
So this is Dinosaurs, automatically a 3.
Yeah. In obviously a budget, obviously good acting. And they just go through some sort of time warp.
Who knows what's going on?
Who knows? And who cares?
In fact, I don't care. The dinosaurs are there. This is a 3.
Yeah, let's go.
Backrooms. Did you watch the trailer for this?
Yeah. It's disturbing. I don't know if disturbing is the right word.
Well,
strange and intriguing.
This this came from the idea that people oftentimes were like, "Oh, I've been there. I've been to that place," or they feel a familiar, like,
Deja
vu sense to certain places, and so whenever a place got brought up, a room got brought up, and lots of people were like, "Oh, I feel like I've been there." It got labeled as a back room, and so there's a Reddit thread called Backrooms of just pictures of weird, off-putting places that a bunch of people feel like they feel a certain way towards, that they've been there. So
that's where this is from?
Yeah.
Looking at the trailer, like he finds a back room at this department store where he works or something.
Yeah.
And it just keeps going. It's obviously bigger than it just keeps going forever. So it's obviously not inside the building. He goes to it inside the building, but...
So it's like a pocket dimension.
Yeah. Which is like this book I read a long time ago that was disturbing. It was called House of Leaves. The guy kind of noticed that this closet was bigger than his house. Not bigger. The closet wasn't bigger than his house, but the space where the closet was or should have been, like when he looked outside of his house, you know what I mean? The house should have been a little bigger because of the closet. Yeah. And then kind of the same thing started happening. He kind of discovered that
it's going crazy.
He goes down to the basement. Then he's doing like that. He's tying a rope around himself and going down this giant staircase, trying to figure out what's going on. It's a good book. Weird haunted house book. But yeah, this looks pretty cool.
Yeah.
My fear is, though, trailer looks great.
Might not be much for the movie to do.
I don't know what you're going to do. I think this could be a case of weapons, or Nope, or what's the Daddy Long Legs?
Just legs.
Long Legs. Where the trailer gives you the look of this great premise, and then they just don't know what to do with it. But what's the story? What happens?
We'll see.
I got all these cool scenes in my head that could happen.
And we will see.
We will see.
Yeah, I'll give it a 2. I think it looks interesting.
I give it a 3 because I'm an optimist. I'm hoping it's not going to be a weapons. I saw some, you can't trust anything on the internet, but they had a quote from Steven Spielberg that he saw weapons and now that was so good and so scary that he doesn't feel the need to make a horror movie. I'm like, are you kidding me? First of all, it's not scary.
It wasn't scary at all.
There's not even a jump scare. It's not scary. It doesn't build tension. It's not scary.
Yeah, I wouldn't consider that a horror movie.
I don't even know if it is. It's a horror movie because you got that witch in there, but I'm hoping that's not true. Otherwise, Steven Spielberg has suffered some Mortal Kombat video game damage.
Well, even speaking of Steven Spielberg,
no, let's speak of it. Disclosure Day.
This looks like it'll be more scary than Weapons.
Oh, yeah.
So maybe
the trailer is more scary than Weapons.
Oh, yeah. It's just off-putting. They have real alien sounds, real footage from Roswell.
So they say. You're bringing up the conspiracy theories I have on this, that Steven Spielberg is actually a government actor, acting for the government. He's a government agent.
I don't think he started off that way, do you?
You know, going back to Close Encounters,
maybe
they kind of said the same thing, that he had inside info for some of that. But yeah, they're saying that the sounds that newscaster makes, those clicking sounds, could be real, actual alien sounds. And that this might be just a soft disclosure for the real disclosure. It's obviously coming. If you are, I'm sure.
I think they already are hinting.
I'm sure our audience is not going to be surprised by this. Our audience is, on the up and up.
The problem is they're going to pass it off as aliens from another planet.
Yes, I want you all to know that it's not aliens. It's going to be very integral to your survival at that point. They're not aliens.
Yeah, I'm not even talking about Project Bluebeam, no. Is that what you're talking about? I'm talking about, they're going to say these creatures that they have are aliens. They're aliens from another planet, from whatever galaxy they traveled here across space and time. They're not aliens. What are they? They're demons, right? Fallen angels.
Yeah, there's a distinction between those two things that you got to draw.
The demons and the fallen angels.
Yeah. Let's just
but that's
say
what I'm saying is what
the
the
demonic creatures from another dimension. Let's sort of go down that road. And there is a large section of the UFO community that will stick to the aliens theory, but says that they're from another dimension. That these things are not coming from outer space, because we would see them coming. You would know that they're coming. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But whatever. What have you. But this is soft disclosure. Like I say, our audience knows that disclosure is coming in some form in the very near future. But there are people out there that if you haven't figured that out, that there are aliens and they're going to be popping on the scene here shortly, you need to get on board, because you're going to be in for a real shock.
You need to start waking up.
You need to start waking up, yes. So that's coming. Yeah, they say they might be real UFO footage.
It's going to be legit, guys.
It's going to be legit. Steven Spielberg.
Doing aliens again. Yeah. I'm glad he's off that fad of doing real heartfelt.
Yeah, who cares about that
documentaries and this is real.
Come on, man. The government pulled him back out.
Yeah,
they didn't have Stanley Kubrick anymore. So had to pull him back on retirement.
The one time the government does something useful.
The only thing I'm going to say I don't like, that I don't understand, that I am a lifelong UFO enthusiast. I don't know what the connection they're trying to draw between these animals in the trailer that have anything to do with this.
Yeah, there seems like there's a lot that, I'm sure they'll pull it off. The hope is they pull it off, but I agree, it seems like there's like the weird technology aspect to it, which they could just be implementing alien technology.
Yeah, they're probably reverse engineering. But you know what I mean? That deer shows up in her bedroom.
Cardinal. Yeah.
What's that all about? Like the one movie...
And then there's like the little Hansel and Gretel house, the gingerbread house she walks to.
Yeah, that's probably just like some sort of dream or something.
Maybe it's a UFO in disguise.
But like they say that owls, people recall owls, and it's really the grays with the big eyes.
Oh, so
it's like the thing that they plant in your head.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe the gingerbread house is a UFO.
That could be
in disguise.
That could be.
Yeah, but who knows? I am a little worried that I'm going to sit there and watch it and be like, the alien aspect is a little underwhelming. Is what I'm worried about. Because again, I don't like that it's like technology that they've mastered. I like the creepy aspect that there's weird clicking noises coming from a newswoman.
Yeah, that's
and then the nuns are praying about it. And then all of a sudden it turns into the government facility, the guy sitting in the chair with a little controller.
Like, what do you
I don't. I'm not. That for some reason to me that's uninteresting. The government guy with the controller.
What do you think he's doing?
That's what I'm saying. I don't know, but it just seems.
You're
like...
saying they're going to downplay the alien scenario,
and it's going to be more of like government technology aspect. They recovered technology from the Roswell crash.
Just leave it at that.
Yeah, and we've created it, and maybe it's getting a little out of control from us, and now it's starting to affect people. But
yeah, I hope it doesn't go that.
I hope it's aliens. You know what I'm saying?
You got to see some aliens.
Yeah, I hope it is just aliens.
Interesting. It'll be interesting.
For sure.
For sure. Hopefully it's like a 2.5 hour movie.
Yeah, you know,
Steven
Spielberg,
can't be no 90 minutes.
Yeah, it's not going to be no 90 minutes.
You got some girl clicking on the news. You got to go through that whole scenario.
Yeah, you got
maybe
the nuns.
like if that'd be cool if that's how it starts.
Yeah, completely.
Let's just get into it.
Yeah, you don't need to set up anything.
Backstory. It's just
War of the World style.
Yeah,
that'd be sweet.
Yeah, just get.
Well, he did War of the World, right?
Yeah. See, he'd always be doing aliens, E.T.
Yeah, he always comes back around.
And then there had some. I was reading an article about this, and there was some movie of his I hadn't seen that had aliens. It was like Awakening or something.
I don't know.
That's what I said. I don't know. I never even heard of that. So I'm gonna have to look that up. So this is a 3 for me.
Yeah, 3.
Definitely a 3.
The Odyssey. We'll just breeze past this.
Let's breeze past
3.
Because there's not a lot out
Nolan,
about
The Odyssey 3.
Yeah, 2.
Really?
I mean,
yeah, there's not a lot of footage, you know.
Not a lot of footage. I feel like these movies a lot of times don't pan out.
But it's Christopher
Nolan. Not sword and sorcery, like they did Troy, and that even had Brad Pitt. And, there's a lot of those type of movies, and they just don't quite pan out. But it's Christopher Nolan.
We'll see what.
I'd throw it at 2.
I'll give it a 3. I saw the Cyclops a little bit in the trailer, and I was like, oh man.
I just saw on Facebook there was a post. I'm sure you haven't seen Sinbad in the Eye of the Tiger.
No.
Great Ray Harryhausen's stop motion movie. Had the little baboon. This prince gets turned into a baboon, and he's playing chess with the princess. And it's a stop motion animation baboon playing chess.
So what is this correlating to?
It's in the movie. It's Sinbad in the Eye of the Tiger. And it has a Cyclops.
Oh.
It's probably, if you've ever seen a Cyclops from an old movie in magazines and stuff.
It's that one?
It's probably
like
that
the
one.
Goat Lake, sort of?
Yes, and he got some blue sash.
Yeah, alright, so I have.
Yeah, that's the classic. That's a great movie.
Yeah, okay.
It's a great movie. In fact, I saw that photo, and I was like, man, I gotta go watch it again. That was out at theaters.
Stop motion baboon.
All like that Cyclops is stop motion, but it's just weird that she's sitting there playing chess with a baboon, and it's a stop motion baboon. I mean that's
movie magic.
Yeah, it is movie magic. So yeah, whatever we just talked about.
And lastly, Dune.
Lastly,
3. Dune Messiah.
Obviously, it's a 3 for you.
Yeah.
I'm going to say it's a 3 for me because it looks like, and I said this before, the first one was a lot of lore building and was a lot of build up. Second one was a little more fast paced. You knew the characters. This one looks like it's even going to be more fast paced. Looks more of an straight action movie. I think it looks good.
This is going to be real good.
And I saw it was like some new clips. I don't want to say it was
from
a new
the
trailer.
70 millimeter.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did see that.
Looks sweet.
Looks even better. Yeah, and it's going to get completely out of hand. You have Robert Pattinson doing what he does best, playing some weird freak. All right, I mean that dude. Yeah, he's a great Batman, but what he really nails is just being a weirdo.
Like what other movies he in?
Good Time, Mickey 17, where he plays 2.
Oh yeah, that was a good one.
He's in this new one, The Drama.
The Drama?
Yeah, with Zendaya.
Is it a drama?
Yeah, it's like a marriage story or something.
Who cares about it? Wait, is that the one? No. There's one where the married couple goes to get away and they try to kill each other. They're both plotting to kill each other. That looks pretty good.
Yeah, that does look kind of fun.
We'll rate that trailer next time.
Yeah. So yeah, Robert Pattinson being a freak, he's a guy who can change his face to stuff.
Like a lizard person.
Yeah. There is a real lizard person.
That also will be a disclosure. I was listening to a whole podcast on that today. Lizard people.
Well, there's a fish person in this. They carry him around in a big tank.
Yeah.
Because he's a fish.
And they really carry him around in a big tank?
Yeah. I don't know if he's going to be
water
in this
a hot
movie.
commodity on this planet.
Yeah, but he's like an important guy. He doesn't know. It's not like, I don't think it's just water. I think it's like water soaked with spice, because he kind of has a little bit of what Paul has, being able to see the future.
He's just soaking in it.
Yeah, because he's soaking in it. But he's like a weird fish guy. I read the book a while ago for this one, and this is when it really just turned off into
wax,
whatever. So yeah, I think it'll be interesting. His sister, Paul's sister, Elia, she's insane. She's literally crazy, because she was.
What about the mom getting all them tattoos up on her face and grip?
Well, because she's the Reverend Mother now, and that's what I was about to say. She was pregnant when she passed the Reverend Mother test, went into the baby fetus, and that all happens in the first Dune book. So she gets born.
Yeah.
And she's like a 3-year-old child with very like heightened conscious, and she actually kills the Baron, the big fat guy.
Oh yeah.
She's like talking to people, and she's like a creep.
I feel like that's like a Arthurian thing, where the Arthur and Morgana, they're half brothers, half siblings, whatever you want to say.
Yeah.
And they're always at odds.
Well, they kind of are. She
not
really
at
is
odds.
pushing his right to the throne and everything.
Oh.
But yeah, so it would be crazy.
It'd be crazy.
It'd be crazy.
Yeah.
That's it.
There you go. That's our take on the upcoming trailers. Definitely looking forward to the summertime and a lot of good movies getting back to the swing.
We didn't mention them all. Relax. We know.
Throw out ones that you're excited to see that
Maybe we didn't mention.
that we did not mention, and throw out your opinions of the ones we did mention. If we're off base on something, let us know.
Hemanites.
What's that? Oh, Hemanites.
The Hemanites.
What were the Tron people called?
Tron heads.
Tron heads.
I guarantee if we did a study, they'd be the same people.
No, that's definitely
Like a
too
Venn diagram, though, it would be.
I don't
the
think
majority
so.
of them would be in that middle of the
Tron
Venn
was way earlier. Tron was way earlier.
I bet.
Than
I would love to
He-Man.
see a. I'd love to see a Venn diagram study to see how much of the overlap is there.
I think it's not as much as you think.
See, I think it's more than what people are willing to admit. Because that can be scary.
Man, Tron is like futuristic technology.
And
He-Man,
He-Man is
sword
that to
and
the
source.
10th degree.
I think you're missing the vibe of He-Man.
Maybe I am. Maybe I'm just classifying the Hemanites and the Tron heads wrongly.
Hemanites and Tron heads.
Maybe they hate each other.
They might be. I think that's probably more. I think the Venn diagram is small.
Maybe the Tron heads would get on though.
Todd Kramer was the Tron head that did not like our review. So Todd Kramer, if you're watching, we need to know your stance on He-Man to see if there's a crossover.
Now that I think about it, maybe they aren't a crossover. Maybe they do hate each other, and the Tron heads are going to review bomb He-Man. They're going to unite and review bomb He-Man.
Yeah, they don't want that franchise taken off.
Yeah, because they would rather have Tron. Like, what if it comes down to we can either continue He-Man or Tron? And all three fans of each franchise have to fight.
All three fans. The one guy's getting pulled in both directions.
We'll see what happens.
Right.
Jared Leto is a part of both, though.
That's a shame.
He's their prophet. He's their prophet figure on either side.
Yeah.
They just don't know which one's the evil one and which one's the bad one. Because he's a prophetic god. Jared Leto's a prophetic god-like figure who is both good and bad in one person. And depending on where you stand, depends on what his good side is and what his
Jared
bad side
Leto,
is.
man, we got to do an episode on his agent. Because that guy,
He's working.
he's a miracle worker. He's
Yeah.
like Helen Keller.
Hell of a job. Hell of a job, Jared Leto's agent.
How that guy continues to get work. What if He-Man bombs? That's got to be his last movie. He's a curse to any movie he's on. If He-Man bombs,
He'll be in the next big franchise.
obviously.
2027, he'll be in another franchise.
Marvel has managed to stay away from him.
No, he did Morbius. Oh, that was Sony Marvel.
Yeah, and look what that movie, horrid.
And re-released it.
Yeah, they're like, let's try it. Let's just pretend it didn't happen the first time. Let's try it again and see if it can bomb worse.
You know what? If Marvel soft reboots post Secret Wars, Jared Leto should be Spider-Man.
It's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Why not? Or whoever the lead.
Are you just saying to test? They should recast him as Iron Man to test
Or, maybe...
What if he could break that aura?
Yeah. No, whatever the next lead for Marvel is. Maybe they'll do, like, more X-Men focus to get away from the Avengers, So Jared Leto should either be Wolverine or Cyclops, depending on...
something that people are going to see no matter what.
Yeah.
But it's Jared Leto. So you have the two forces colliding.
Which one wins? Jared Leto or guaranteed success?
Yes. The curse of Jared Leto or guaranteed success. Oh, let's put him in as Batman.
Oh.
You would really know the truth then. I would not go see that.
The DCU Batman Jared Leto. World's finest, could you imagine?
Oh, that'd be a disaster.
Oh, could you imagine? I guess it would have to be Supergirl end credit scene. Pan into the Batcave. The bats swirl around. Batmobile pulls up. Best designed Batmobile you've ever seen in live action. He jumps out. The agility's there. He blue cow, gray suit. We've all been waiting for it. The white eyes. Pulls off the cow. Jared Leto. The Batcave is picture perfect. Green dinosaur, penny, Joker card, all of it. You're like, oh my gosh.
Then you would just be like, ah!
Oh my gosh, it's just sweet. And they have like a body double for him. So it's like a big Jack Batman where you're like, dude, this is sweet. Alfred shows up with a little tray. Mr. Bruce.
and
he pulls back his cow and it's Jared Leto. That would be drawn on the floor. That would be maybe the greatest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Yes, but then he doesn't actually play him. It's just like a spoof.
That would be, this might get crazy. That'd be like the next 9/11, where everybody knows where they were when that post-credit scene dropped. History books, they'd be like, all right, go home and ask your parents, because I had to come home and ask you, where were you when 9/11 happened? What a weird project, by the way. But anyways, that'd be it. Where were you when Papa, where were you when the post-credit scene of Jared Leto Batman dropped? I was in the theater, son. It was the worst day of my life. I don't recall the night. I went out and got blackout drunk to ease the pain.
And then all copies of that movie have now been destroyed.
But let me
it's
tell
only
you,
a legend at this point.
But let me tell you, when that Batmobile pulled into that Batcave, I felt hope. I felt like we finally made it. And then I saw the suit, the blue cow, the gray, the yellow shield. I started to tear up. And he pulled back his cowl and it was Jared Leto.
Oh no.
The guy 3 rows down shot himself.
He had a gun.
Shot himself.
It was just a split second reaction. Can't take it.
And then somebody else picked up the gun and did the same thing to themselves.
I hope that doesn't get us censored. Oh man. Alright, so there you have it. Let us know how you would feel about that scenario. Minus the shooting. And thanks for watching. So like, subscribe, share if you haven't already. And thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.